Hello Pisces, and welcome to your weekend guidance tarot reading. This message will be for October 4th through the 6th, and we'll have an intention for this weekend. If you find the message resonates or it's helpful for your situation, please feel free to like the video or comment below. Also, if you'd like future messages, you can feel free to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's always welcome here, and I upload messages daily. So, Pisces. The messages are general here on YouTube. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. Feel free to check other signs within your birth chart. It's really about the title, so if the title resonates for you, there's something here within the message for you. Also, if you are inclined, you're more than welcome to book a personal reading with me. The information is in the description box. So let's get started. Pisces. Most important message for Pisces spirit. What does Pisces need to see? Got a message in a bottle, co-create. Message in a bottle symbolizes there's going to be a message that comes through. This could be intuitively. Something is definitely fated here to be in your life. I feel like this is something that you've manifested. Something that you have been working towards. And something that's being divinely guided into your life. So, let's see here. Pisces. Co-create really symbolizes manifestation. So you could be manifesting your thoughts. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Getting this really tense energy through this deck. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. I feel like you're contemplating, you've taken a step back from a situation, okay? This is very... I feel like there was a lot of confusion, a lot of sadness is why you decided to take a step back and go within, try to gain clarity on a situation. There's been something that's been hidden, okay? Some secrets that somebody is not willing to come forward with. And I feel like this has caused a lot of drama, a battle, conflict. Taking some time to really go within and contemplate your next moves, contemplate making a plan with your eye on the long term, being practical in this movement forward on the decision that you're going to be making. I really get the sense that you are moving away from anything that's holding you back, okay? Any burdens, any conflicts. Okay, and really focusing on balance, bringing balance back into your life. Okay. One thing that I can say, Pisces, is try to gain clarity on your emotions within the situation. Also gaining clarity on what you want the outcome to be, where you envision your life going, and why. Okay, why do you want that outcome? Why do you have that outcome set? Okay, why is this situation so relevant to you? Gaining clarity on all these things, really looking for that passion, that wish fulfillment. Okay. I really get the sense here that there is going to be clarity brought back into the situation. And it's going to bring in fulfillment. Could be with this person, it could be with another person. But I really get the sense that going within and focusing on yourself, your career, your finances, your goals, that's where the real treasure is going to be. I know we all want a spiritual union, spiritual connection, but really honestly, the first and foremost union we should have, love we should have, is for ourselves. Now, understand that by focusing on your goals, your pentacles, making these moves to gain clarity, self-discovery, self-healing, going within to dig deep of these childhood traumas, these inner conflicts, and really honestly going through this healing process for yourself is going to attract somebody who is going through the same process. So it's going to bring in a union by going through this process, okay? There is more positive choices ahead for you. Focusing on this balance, taking time to gain clarity, get a resolution to these problems, is going to bring in new opportunities, new beginnings. So, Aquarius, one thing I can say here, I'm going to get some guidance cards out for this reading. One thing I can say here is really reviewing what you've gone through, right? Reviewing the past, even making a timeline. There's a little homework piece that I did when I was doing therapy way back when I was younger, like 10 years ago. And they had me write down all of the memories I could remember from my past. And then obviously each session we would dive into each of these memories. It was a whole process. But the beginning stages was really writing out what I had gone through, writing it out on paper, a timeline from the time I was born until when I did the timeline. And sometimes I still do this just to review what's gone on in the past year. Like, what happened in January? What happened in February? Okay, what happened in March? And I go through this process to try to review and gain clarity on my situation. So that way I can make sure that those situations, I know how to handle them better in the future. And I don't just keep going through the same process over and over. So to start, you do that for your whole life. Once you do that process, then you go through each situation and see, if it's positive, okay, what'd you learn from that? What attributes can you see in your life right now from going through those? Like, I went on trips to Wyoming and North Dakota with my family when I was younger. So that was definitely a positive thing that I had went through. And it also is the reason why I love traveling now. I can drive clear across the country with no problems, planning it out. I love the whole trip process. So that's how you gain clarity on the attributes that you have. It also helps you to see, like I grew up without a father figure around in my life. So I had to work through issues where I was more accepting of behavioral patterns that weren't suiting for me because I was seeking a certain type of love. So that was a trauma that I had to get over. And once I got through that trauma, then the next lesson came up. So going through this review process, and however you do that review process, it's going to look different for each of you, but it's definitely going to help clear the confusion and clear the path. It'll help you see the path that you need to take to get where you want to go. Okay? Have patience with this process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's very, sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it's not so good. It's always worth it in the end. Okay? Everything happens as it needs to happen in divine timing for the right reason. Understand that you're being directed in the direction you need to go. Okay? I also get the sense here that you are being protected in the direction that you're going. Okay? Once you make it through this process here, Pisces, that's when this prosperity is going to begin. Okay, that's when the abundance is going to come in. Gaining clarity on your situation to get a clear and direct path is the first step. So let's go. Go team. So Pisces, that is the message that I have for you. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.